Hey guys, I've got myself some insignias to cash in on, so I thought now would be a good time to go over what exactly a relay is. Now if you go to your galactic map over here, you get to your whichever place. In this case I'm going to Mercury because I don't really care which one. You'll see these nodes like the Larunda relay, where it's just a relay. And you're going, well, what's the point of a relay? And I've mentioned before and a couple other times that a relay is kind of just a meeting place for players. You can hang out there. Other videos of what a relay is are out there, so I kind of figured you'd find those before you'd need me to explain it. But we're going to go over it anyways. So it's set up very much like a space station, so you have this little docking bay that you land your ship in so that you can go in. You will see all kinds of random players running around because that's what this is. It's a player hub. So it's probably going to be a little bit more chotched out than normal. One of the highlights is the trader who surfaces every so often. There's a countdown timer right there that displays when he's going to show up. When he shows up, you can trade in ducats and things like that. Well, I should say trade in prime parts for ducats and then buy things for ducats. All along this outer perimeter is different syndicates. So you find a door that matches yours. In my case, I'm going to trade in some Steel Meridian stuff here. They all have themed rooms, all specifically geared towards them. And the main point of these in here really at the moment is the turn-in insignias, which you can get by doing various syndicate missions. They're kind of just hidden throughout. And as you can see, by turning in these 13 insignias, each one has a value associated with it. And by turning them in, I can gain an extra 7,500 standing. This standing is not going to be held against me for my daily cap of farmable stuff. Outside of that, you can also, if you're already in here, walk over and talk to your representative, in which case you could buy things if you had access to whatever you wanted to buy, just as you would from your ship. Nothing really super new there. Outside of that, there is a few other things. While you're in here, you can actually inspect other players, and I found you can do this during normal missions too, by pushing the I key when facing them. There is this mission control room, which is kind of the opposite of where you start, in where you can kind of go to navigation. So if you wanted to party up with some folks, or maybe you wanted to change your loadout, you can go to an actual loadout swapper right down here and change between all your available loadouts. And that kind of just so if you want to party up from here, you could go somewhere, and more might be added to it later on as far as functionality. Only time will tell on that. Taking the elevator upstairs to show off yet another room. This right here would be Darvo's market. I assume that eventually Darvo will start having deals and sales here. At the moment, it's kind of pretty much just a placeholder. Nothing really happens here as far as I know, at least not while I've been in here. But it is there for future expansion, and you could see that there's kind of roped off energy barriers keeping you from going up there too far. The syndicates continue along that outer edge. And we're back into the main room. The trader will usually be standing right in this corner here when he does show up, in case people want to go trade in some stuff for him. As I said, there's a kiosk right here. Currently he's got another day or two before he shows up. And at the moment, that's really all that's in here. I mean, primarily the syndicates and the trader for the prime gear. If you kind of want to see what your syndicate's theme was, you can go into the rooms and see things. They plan on adding more features as time goes on, including little clan bragging posts or recruiting posts, however you want to look at it. Darvo's going to have a deal. They plan on putting something in here so you can practice, your rank mastery tests, so you kind of see what you can do as you're going beforehand and things like that. At the moment, it's not there, but that's a quick little recap on relays for anybody who didn't know what they were. It's really, again, just a place for players to hang out and kind of socialize if they so desire. In the long run, I'm sure more features will be added in to make it a even better place. So when they add more stuff, maybe I'll come back and address it. In the meantime, that's all there is to it. If you do have any questions about it because of something I didn't cover, feel free to ask. In the meantime, my hat's off to you. Have fun and keep playing the game.